Somebody say, tonight we wrestle. Tonight we wrestle. Somebody say, tonight we wrestle. Tonight we wrestle. Tonight we wrestle. Say it one more time. Tonight we wrestle. Somebody say, tonight we wrestle. Tonight we wrestle. Tonight we wrestle. Tonight we wrestle. Tonight I'm taking my text. I'm just the forerunner before Pastor John James comes tonight. Are you guys excited? Let's celebrate our senior pastor tonight. Come on, let's celebrate our senior pastor tonight. That's it. Amen. Tonight we wrestle. I'm taking my text tonight from Genesis chapter number 32. I'm going to start reading at verse 22. And he rose up that night and took his 2 wives and his 2 women servants and his 11 sons and passed over the ford Jabbok. And he took them and sent them over the brook and sent them over that he had. And Jacob was left alone. Look at your neighbor and say, leave me alone. Jacob was left alone, and there wrestling, and there wrestled a man with him until the breaking of day. And when he saw that he prevailed not against him, he touched the hollow of his thigh, and the hollow of Jacob's thigh was out of joint as he wrestled with him. And he said, let me go, for the day breaketh. And he said, I will not let thee go, except thou bless me. Jacob said, I will not let you go until you bless me. Somebody call into the atmosphere, I will not let you go, God, until you bless me. No, say that again. I will not let you go, God, until you bless me. No, say it again. I will not let you go, God, until you bless me. Until you bless me.
Until you bless me.
Until you bless me.
Until you bless me.
Until you bless me.
Until you bless me.
And verse 27 says, and he said unto him, what is thy name? And he said, Jacob. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince has thou power with God and with man, and has prevailed. Look at your neighbor and say, it's time to level up.
It's time to level up.
And ask them a question. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
And are you willing?
Are you willing
to wrestle?
To wrestle?
Ask 2 questions. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
And are you willing?
Are you willing
to wrestle?
To wrestle.
Are you ready?
Are you ready?
And are you willing?
And are you willing
to wrestle?
To wrestle.
Beloved, we are living in a day and an age where it is not popular to compromise. Can I assert that men and women, whether believers or unbelievers, are not compromising. They're literally choosing a side. It is not as hard as it used to be to determine who is for you and who's against you, because we've chosen a side. Who's on the Lord's side? Somebody say, I am on the Lord's side.
I am on the Lord's side.
This is not a day where we can stay home and say, I'm going to tap in from streaming in online, because atmospheres are everything. Atmospheres determine outcomes. Atmospheres determine who has access. Atmospheres determine what you do when you have access. Somebody say atmospheres.
Atmospheres.
Atmospheres are everything. Atmospheres is what determines what happens during the time a visitation. And beloved, you and I, we need a visitation. So let's talk about Jacob before we get into our first prayer point. I've got 3 prayer points, then I'm out of your way. Jacob has journeyed from being a recluse from his own house because of the advice of his mother, Rachel. She tells him, go in, act like you're your brother, and get the blessing. But it's deep, beloved. And I don't have time to teach it tonight, but that relationship between Jacob and his mother is deep. Somebody say deep. Relationships between mother and son, mother and daughter, is deep. Somebody say deep, 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 be deep. Because as a mother, as a progenitor, as one that has incubated destiny, before the child comes out, God always gives you insight regarding the destiny. Somebody say destiny. That means God reveals by his divine will and grace destiny. Somebody say destiny.
Destiny.
Destiny, destiny, destiny. And so when we look at the man called Jacob, this man called Jacob had started a never-ending journey that was connected to the promise of God. It was connected to the promise of God because before he left a very compromising place, which was his household, his mother and father told him, you need to run quickly because your brother Esau wants to take your life. Now, although he had committed high treason, an unthinkable betrayal,